Hey guys, it's Buddha Gem, and this is day 5 of a video a day for 30 days. Sticking to it, which is awesome. And Mr. 1001 Nights, congratulations for keeping up with this. And it's Friday, I wanted to keep it a little light. And I want to talk about something that I've just fallen in love with over the last 2 years, and that's cycling. And I don't just mean on the weekends or once in a while, but the bicycle has become my primary mode of transportation, and it's very exciting to me. I feel a little goofy even saying that, but it's so fun. And you know, I got into cycling, like I said, about 2 years ago. Of course, I had bikes growing up as a kid, and even some in adulthood. But you know, I lived in the suburbs mostly, and it was never a realistic alternative mode of transportation for me. It was something I did for fun. But one of my primary motives for moving to New York City was to escape the car culture, where most of my adult life I've had at least 2 automobiles and probably usually a motorcycle. You know, so you had a work vehicle, you know, because I'm in construction. You had a car when you go out, and a motorcycle for fun, and you know, how ridiculous is that? So fast forward to New York City, still had 1 car. Got rid of everything else. Still had a car. And thankfully, and I say this with all sincerity, someone stole that car earlier this year. And normally when someone gets their car stolen, it's a very tragic event because that may be your only way to get to work. But I'm in New York City. And really, the thing was, it was very hard to get rid of because I'd grown up always having a car, always needing a car. And it becomes like a security blanket of sorts. You know, it's one of those things. It's very tough to get rid of, and thankfully someone stole it, and it was just like this weight was lifted off me. And then the challenge was to see if I could make my bike pick up where my car usually took over. You know, big shopping items, etc. And I did. I got me a trailer for the bike. It's called a Bob Yak trailer. Folks who cycle know. Great. I can put about 80 pounds in this thing. Doesn't even feel like it when I'm riding the bike. It's amazing. I've got baskets on it. I mean, you know, my little Chihuahuas. You guys have seen some of my Chihuahua videos. The Tinkerbell and Taco Bell. They can get in the back and we pedal around. And this year alone, I'd have to look at the thing, but I've cycled almost 2,000 miles already, which is incredible to me. I cycle every day. I cycle to work, I cycle to play, I cycle for fun. Tomorrow I'm going to head down to the beach with my girlfriend. We're going to take a nice little bike ride. And I gotta say, it's just incredible. And I know it's not in everybody's life, depending on where you live, it's not necessarily an option. But it's been of tremendous import to me, I think, to one, obviously shrink my carbon footprint, which is so important as we face the perils of global climate change. But 2, to not have that financial burden. You know, a vehicle is such a financial burden. The gasoline, which we all know is going to continue to rise as oil becomes more and more scarce. But there's also, you know, the insurance, the maintenance, on and on. You're constantly feeding this machine money. And so that's good. You know, the environmental import. And then there's the political. And this may sound funny, but I swear, there's no time that I feel more an anarchist in my daily life than when I'm on that bicycle, where the rules of the road do not apply. And I don't mean that, you know, I just whiz through a red light without any regard to any of my fellow citizens. But cyclists know that we are able to maneuver through this urban landscape in a way that very often defies the laws as they're written for cars. Because according to the law, a cyclist should almost in every aspect treat it's treated like a vehicle. You know, you should be stopping at stop signs, at stop lights, and never go the wrong way in a one-way street, never get on the sidewalk. Well, if you watch that little clip, you know, I pretty much break all those rules, but in a smart way, in a respectful way to my neighbors. Like, for instance, there's a little block down the road here where I do go on the sidewalk because it's cobblestone. It's very hard to ride on. So, and it's a very unpopulated little piece of sidewalk, and I go down it very slowly. Yeah, not hurting anybody. But like I said, the way that the rules are flouted is very uplifting. And I think it's more fun for me when I see other folks doing it, you know, because we realize it's okay. It's okay to break the rules, you know. So, again, I'm just in love with cycling. If there are any other cyclists out there, you know, let me know in the comments section. I ride a hybrid. It's a cross between a mountain bike and a road bike. And it's a lot of fun. So, that's my video of the day. I hope you guys are all having a great Friday night, and I will see you soon. Peace.